Okay, this is how to load new songs. I'll go ahead and load this set. So the songs are This Is Amazing Grace from Foundation and Raise a Hallelujah. Instead of opening up in Ableton, I go to Finder and open up through the file, North Star. Here, everything I have with that, North Star files. This Is Amazing Grace is here. Open that up. Open up the multi-track. Sometimes it'll take a second for it to load, or about a minute, depending on how long it's been since we've used that track. Oh, that was very fast. It was down here. Okay, so here we have everything. I use a created metronome that I made here. Ableton's metronome is up here, but sometimes it's not as clear, and so I just don't use it at all. Okay, so I opened it up through the way that I did, because when you load a song, it already loads the song up with the right tempo. The default tempo is 120, and I have to go in and change it and to create it to 100 when I load a song. So if you open it up through the file, it already does that for you. Okay, so the first song is set. Right here you have the master tab. Sometimes this is blank. We go here to view, and we want to put on automation mode, which says, there we go. There we go. We need to see the tempo, because each song will adjust based on what tempo it is. So this is defaultly set at 100, correct? Okay, so if you want to add a new song, we'll go here to North Star. Here we have all of the songs and all of the tempos. That's why I put them in there titled that way. So the next song we have is Firm Foundation, and that tempo is 75. So after this track is finished, at some point, since it's going to be running in a timeline and it won't stop, I can right here go to 75, just tap it in, push enter, and now this creates a tempo. Up here is 200 and down here is 75. This is really sensitive, so it's easier if you set the tempo so that it goes exactly where you want. It won't go anything below 75, even if I try to pull it down. So now, when I load the new song, I open it up, and I want the multi-track. I have different arrangements, but I just want the regular multi-track. I drag it in. So I'm going to pull it, as you can see, right under where it says drop files and devices here. I'm dragging it, I let go. I drop it in. Down here it's loading up. And so since the first track is 100 and this one is at 75, you don't want to play it because it's going to be all weird. But as you can see, let me pull this down. I'll pull master down so you have more space. Here is the first song, and then down here starts the second song. Okay, so what I have to do is go to the very beginning and go to the very beginning of it, right here. And I can hold down Shift and over to highlight everything. I don't want to highlight all that. Shift and over. What I usually do, as you can see up here, is I have the top corner, and I go to the very end over here. If you click right here, it'll start for you. Because I'm trying to get to the end of the song. Sometimes the song is so long and such a big file that it won't fit it all until you zoom out long enough for it to see the end. So right now I'm just trying to get to the end of the song. So I keep clicking the hourglass down there. There we go. There's the end. Okay, so now you can see up here on my huge timeline. Here's the beginning, and here's the end. So I want to highlight all of the second song. So I'm going to go to the beginning, highlight that, hold shift to get some of it going. And then we get to the end. Come on. Go to the bottom. So I start at the very top of the beginning of the track, and I'm dragging, highlighting all the way down. I'm gonna hold shift and click, and now everything is supposed to be highlighted. Here's where it's annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna highlight all of the tracks. What I can do is put a locator here. That way, that'll stay in the picture. So let's try this one more time. Start at the beginning, highlight some, now go back to the bottom, hold down shift. Okay, and now as you can see, everything, I'm zooming out, everything in that whole thing is, everything in the track is highlighted. So you push Command and X, and that actually deletes it, but it also copies it. Strange, right? Okay, so now I'll open up master down here again, and I want to add it sometime after the 100 beats per minute to where the tempo is now at 75. So it can be anywhere, but I have to make sure that it's lined up with the first track. So see how I clicked right here? That would start. That's wrong. It's the wrong part altogether. So I want to line it up. Here's the top of the track. I can put it right there, and I'm going to do Command V, and boom, now I've copied it in. If I don't start here, yeah, that just works. Okay, cool. And if I can, now it's all highlighted, I can click it and I can drag it right here if I wanted to. All right, so as you can see in the big timeline, here's the first song, and then there's the second song. All right, and then we'll just do the same thing for the third song. Something else I would usually do in the beginning is I'll title it, so right up in this area, not on, this is like the actual, where the tracks go, but this little slim area right here, you can right click and add a locator. So we're gonna put that firm foundation, and that way I can find it regardless of how much I zoom in and zoom out. I can find the beginning of that track. I'll delete that now. Okay, so, and what's our third song? Go back here to Safari, Raise a Hallelujah. All right, so do the same thing. We'll start, we're gonna make sure somewhere down here, and zoom in, and that's just 2 fingers going in, just like every other Apple product. So, I'll click right here, close that, go to Raise a Hallelujah. The tempo is 82. So I would make the top to be 82, enter. And so when I zoom up, it'll stop at 82. See that? Okay. I can put it right here so that right at this spot, it'll go from 75 exactly right to 82. Sometimes you need to do that, sometimes you don't. All right, so I'm going to open it up, get the multi-track, and drag it in. It's not letting me. Oh, okay, saying it's corrupt. I'm going to stop here because I have to fix all these tracks because of something I just updated in the laptop. So it's nothing to do with Ableton. This won't happen to you, but sometime I had to re-update the computer, and I have to fix all the tracks now and find them. So anyway, that's how you add a song. All right, cool. Actually, I think sometimes doing the problems with it makes it better, because when I watch somebody make a tutorial and everything works right and mine doesn't work right, I'm like, what is going on? So hopefully those are helpful.